to be on the other side. How does it feel to be on the other side of life? Your judgments are like flat balloons. It's laughable. You look at how many years you carried them balloons there. Ha! You wear them with like this pride inside of you. Like, look at my balloons. Look at how I make life this way, through this prism. And you're so proud of yourself. But these balloons are not filled with helium, are they? Not even stone is heavy enough to explain what self-judgment does to you and what it creates in your reality. Can you even imagine yourself without judgment? Like, oh, we don't do that. Yeah, no, I'm not one of those people. Thank God. Yeah, couldn't ever see me doing that. Oh, wow, did you see? Oh, cringe. Oh. That doesn't work. Like, no, just no. Head in hand. Oh, embarrassed for someone else. Like, oh God, glad that's not me. Ooh. I want you to know something. To be a person who truly carries out law. Law is an equation. It is what makes up all the things in this universe. It requires you to make a judgment call, not to be judgmental. Because when we are judgmental, we're mental. And we don't even realize that we're stuck in our own thoughts and in our own way, right? The logical brain is like, I am the mathematician. I am the logical person that does all of these things, and I have this status, and I am this type of person, and it's this self-inflation that comes from judgments. The limitations you put on yourself, your mastery, everything that you are so proud of yourself. And each one of those is a balloon that is heavier than lead at the bottom of the ocean. Just totally compressed. In a part of you that you might not even feel in your body. And this is why when you're in the depths of the Mariana Trench, the place that not even submarines can go to, you have to have this special thing to go that deep, because the pressure of the entire ocean is on top of you, sucking you into the center of the earth. the deepest place in the ocean is similar to the deepest places within inside of you. The pressures are so intense, it crushes you. And you don't even know that you have these places inside of you, because the human does not actually naturally ever go there to feel these things, because why would you? You're like, it's okay. That part of me is just going to take care of things. Right? But most people don't even take responsibility for that part of them. The majority of, and I'm going to say 99.9999999 humans, right? Oh, the universe does it for me. Oh, another deity did it for me. Let me tell you, that time is finished. If you are a modern human in a modern civilization, your evolution is to be self-powered, self-responsible, self-understanding of all the layers of you and what you can and can't do. And you can do anything, and you can remove yourself from anything. So when you say that you can't, it's really you just removing yourself from doing it. Now, it's really important that you understand these deep places are the foundation for your very existence. They are the power that is you. And the power that is you needs to be made for you, by you, because of you. In expression of you, because you're the only one that matters. But when you use this power, or you let someone else use that power, which, don't even get me started on the four-letter word LOVE, because that is one very deep place. It is not the deepest place, but it is one very deep place that has been used to glean power from the wealthiest souls and then tell them that they have no wealth. That they're just a baby. You're just a child of a god. No, you're not a child of a god. You are a god. Can you imagine yourself as what they tell you in these storybooks? And people call them scriptures, but it's really a fantasy land filling your brain full of the same things that DISNEY has done to you. So many people reveal, like, oh my God, when you really read these things, how can someone believe them? Well, it's because it taps into some of your deeper natures that when you don't master yourself, you will fall into these rabbit holes of trying to fulfill those things. There are many things that will never be fulfilled. It's like try to fill the ocean. It will never be filled. Because it has a whole system to evaporate and continue rain down. It will never be filled the same way that your temptations will never be filled. Taking you back down to the depths of the Mariana Trench of who you are the power that made you. Now, there are lots of laws that have been made by other beings. And depending on the weight and authority that they have chosen to be, will depend on how important it is or how very irrelevant it is. There are some deities that have had some heavyweight power, and they are so full of judgments that even if you tried, with the greatest heights of all things, you could never move. And you've probably created a line of where you're comfortable in your depth. You know what? Let's just go down to the reef with the pretty tropical fishes. As the sun is down here, we're in the water, it feels good. It's tropical, so it's nice and warm. It's cool. Or maybe you decided to go a little deeper because you're like, you know what? Let's go see a little sunken ship that's been preserved just off the coast. And you grab a scuba tank and you go down like 100 meters. It's like, ooh, this is exciting. Find some caves. You start really exploring some things and you're like, yeah, okay, this is how deep I am and I'm good with it. Because sometimes the very next layer is so badly wounded that there's no way that you can even understand that it exists. It depends on how deep you are, will depend on how much you have already taken on. But I want you to know, you are the power that holds you together. Without the deepest part of you, the power, the deity that you are, the thing that when you read those scriptures, it's like, wow, that's exciting, that's fabulous. Like, that's so cool that deity is this person who rains down the heavens, who molds and shapes the earth. You have that ability. You're just so afraid of yourself. Because these storybooks, these fairy tales that people call sacred, have programmed you to be very afraid of them. Because they want you to be afraid of them so that you never discover your own power. They want you to be elusive and say, oh, it's source, it's the universe taking care of it. But really, if you think about it, how would the nothingness be consciously creating so many different things? There are laws, yeah. But even a computer has separate programs to click on and to expand. And is computers not another replication of the excellence that we are? If you take biomimicry and you take it from the simplest things and you start getting more and more complex onto who you are and the systems within your body and the systems within the universe, everything reflects everything. So why would you not be the power that can take your own breath away or keep it? And this is the next thing. When you don't own that you are that power, something else will manage it for you. Have you ever had somebody else manage your money and they never gave you what you really wanted? And you still paid them? But you just didn't know enough about structures that you were just like, well, they're doing their best because they have a certification. And, and everything's still working just fine. But have you ever been the auditor of your accountant. Like, are you doing the best decision making for me or for what you read out of a book? Can you imagine a deity doing that with the power that is you giving yourself breath and taking it away? When you've done it for so many thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of lifetimes, you're so used to that accountant that you're like, let's not bother them, because they got angry every time you tried to question them. And they used their authority to frighten you instead of be the law. Because to be the law, if you walked out of boundaries, you would not exist. I know, because I am an authority that does this. You have an ability to listen. And if you do not stick to what is intuitively the measure of how creation is meant to exist on all levels in its perfection, then you will not ever know that you even exist. Can you even imagine? That's not sleep. That's worse than sleep. To be on the other side of life. To express yourself at the level of authority that you have over your own life. When you truly know this feeling, when you truly soak in what it is to isolate your power for yourself, by yourself, because of yourself, only in lieu of the own experience of yourself. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's like you never lived before. Because something was always managing, judging. And you got so proud of those balloons that you thought were carrying you into the heavens. But illusions are so incredible. Oh. Hey, I have learned. Someone can really make you feel like you are the center of the universe, that you're filled with all of these fuzzy, beautiful, sweet, nice, wow, oh my God, and you're chained to a wall and you cannot even see your own body because you have some Oculus lens on your eyes showing you a reality that is being programmed for you. That's crazy because it's coming out of the eyes that you're actually seeing out of. So you're like, oh, this is what I see. Yeah, but like, oh, but I see the truth. And it's like, ah, oh my God. Those are not just rose-colored glasses, honey. Like, And the thing is, I can't even say anything. You have to want to get off of being completely chained to a wall that you can't even move, and come out of the feeling of whatever's being shown to you on this screen in your mind of how great the choices you've made are. It's like, oh my gosh. You have to desire it on a deep level and then invest in yourself by each and every decision that you make. The first time you invest in yourself is never with tools. It's with just learning how to manage yourself, right? It's learning how to not take all of the sweets. Just one in a day is just fine. One little piece of a chocolate bar, not the whole thing, and then go buy another one. Oh. Yo, I'm telling you, these judgments, when people flaunt them like it's like fashion. And it's what keeps them in these Oculus lenses completely, there's nothing they can't move. But their human bodies are like walking up and down the street. They think they're fine. I see this in all people, and I see where these things happen. I see what roots it was, and it's really the most crazy things. It's different for everyone because you have different values and different honorable things and different judgments that you hold your whole life by. Different things that you have paid attention to and society has programmed you with. Society programming is not new. It's a tribal thing. It was made so that you could survive. Like barely survive, like the most primitive parts of the brain. And there are many civilizations on this earth that are still living in primitive motions. And it's not anymore so much landlocked because of how education and people desiring for something better, civilizations have risen out of civilizations. But you have to understand what that looks like, because somebody that just caught a big bank account does not mean that they became into a new civilization. It just means that they might have gone to the top of the one they have. And really, they're in the most primitive civilization, wearing the furs of the kings that came before them. Super proud, and it might not look like fur because that's, for some reason, everybody got really mad about fur being a fashion item. It's just responsibility. It's just how you raise the animals and how you take care of them, right? That's with everything. It's how you take care of things. That's a side note. But there are some people that are wearing their ancestors' fur and it just looks like Versace. And they're driving a Porsche instead of riding on the one donkey in the village. Like when you see how people's brain works, it's just like, okay, you just let people be. You don't need to be a higher status. I know that I have a higher value because I see what I see and my intelligence is where it is. So, the civilizations that have risen to modern humanity and the ones that other civilizations will, when they get there, embody it. If their soul lasts that long, just depends. There's a system for everything, a law for everything. But to be on the other side of judgment feels so beautiful. There's only one way to have a conversation with me. It is on my website. I do that for security. I do that so that you know where to find me. It's ENYELAH.com. ENYELAH.com. And there's only one choice. You either become a member, and then an array of different things will become available to you, or you continue with the free content that inspires you and invokes your desire for more. And I appreciate you for taking the time to understand life, understand yourself, and all of the greatness that you are on all the levels. But if you are so valuable, even as a submarine who can go down into certain places, to follow me into the depths of the Mariana's Trench, you will be what happens to a regular submarine that goes into the Mariana's Trench. You have to have a very special vehicle, and they don't take anyone to the depths of who they are until they have built their own machine. There is a process for that, and that can be a conversation. But if you are someone who dives deep into submarines and you just want to know the next step, you just want to understand the depths of where you are and the creatures that are there, and the understanding of yourself and how to refine yourself for yourself because of yourself, for the experience and expression of yourself, then that is a place I would enjoy to have a conversation with you about. To have a real, authentic conversation where I have zero judgments. It's not my thing. I do have laws, and your spirit will know when you get to that button that says membership and you are ecstatic to press it. You'll know that you've built a good enough system within inside of yourself that you will just naturally respect my laws. But if you get to that button, that membership, and you feel very, very strong emotions, and your mind gives you all of these excuses, and you just, then listen to that. Don't press that button, please. Don't press it. Oh, please don't. I want to know and have conversations with people who have trained themselves, and excitement to know more about who you are in a more refined and powerful manner. And I know I can feel some of you listening already. Because I always know when you get excited about what I'm saying. I don't always tap into that part in me. I have many meters of depth. And I know when you're excited, and that's a good thing. So this conversation that you're listening to me having with your insides right now, wouldn't it be that much more valuable to you if I was really looking at you specifically? And you could see absolutely nothing. When you look at me, you can feel. Parts of you are ignited that you never knew, but you see absolutely nothing. There is no light at the bottom of the Mariana's Trench. And if you are a person who is still at submarine level, you won't be able to see me at all. But you'll see the person in front of you. You won't feel any connection with me because you will have trained yourself to know that connecting with people weakens you. But transactions with people is one of the most positive things that you have done with your life, because it's built you business, it's built you the empire that you have. A chain of business, a chain of movement. That moves as each entity refines and creates more value within themselves. When you want the best, you find the best. When you seek, you find, isn't it? Are you really ready for this depth? Are you really ready? Are you ready to truly see nothing but yourself? It's daunting and it's freeing. It opens you to understand different forms of living exist in ways that cannot be explained. But you know